What up? It's the Grandpa MC coming at you with another video. Like, subscribe, share, comment. Alright. So, the Cowboys documentary dropped Tuesday morning. And it's pretty good. It is really good. When I thought about it, well, I'll say that. But, okay, so the documentary is about the Dallas Cowboys when Jerry Jones, Jerry Jones bought the Dallas Cowboys and going all the way. I hadn't finished it yet. I'm up to the episode where they talking about when they got Deion after 94, when they lost to the San Francisco 49ers. Of course, it's gonna highlight Jerry Jones. But the thing you can say about this documentary is very, very visually appealing. They use a lot of old Southern like music, some other type music. Not even just the music, the way it looks. Like, especially, I think it's at either his dad's house in Missouri, or it might be his home in Arkansas. But he was sitting in there, and the way they filmed that was great. That looked great. So of course the triplets are on deck to give their accounts. James Washington's there, Nate Newton, Deion Sanders was there. They got a lot of people. Like Steve Young was talking. They were talking about how when they had to go against Dallas in back-to-back years, how tough it was, especially that first game. Man, they said that was one of the most physical games in NFC Championship history. One of them. It's been a couple I've seen. They go into a lot of stuff. Like, they talk about Troy Aikman's path to the Dallas Cowboys, Michael Irvin's, Emmitt Smith. I don't think they didn't dig too much into Emmitt Smith as much. They dug. They gave a lot of details about gave a lot of details about Jerry Jones's family background, the road, and Michael Irvin and Troy Aikman. They didn't dig into Emmitt Smith too much, at least up to this point. So they talk about the first year, man, like, you can almost feel it. Like the press conference, the first press conference that they had when Jerry Jones bought the Cowboys, you can feel it through just you can feel it just through the replay of it. You get what I'm saying? Like, it was so quiet in there and was so tension. But Jerry Jones didn't do himself any favors by handling the situation where he did. He went to Tom Landry's favorite Mexican restaurant. They brought Jimmy Johnson in like it was already known. Jerry Jones told Tex Schramm that he wanted his job, like right in the middle of the press conference, which was woo. And they showed the might have been 2020 interview. It was one of them with Tom Brokaw that was interviewing him. I remember that too, because I mean, like, the Dallas Cowboys, when they came up, it coincided with all my years in high school. My freshman year was the year I think they took over, and then I think that was my freshman year when they took over, and then it went to when they started winning. It was my junior and sophomore year. That first year when they got beat by, I think it was Detroit that beat them in the playoffs. They talk about the Steve Berline. When Steve Berline took over for Troy Aikman. Troy Aikman was, he had hurt his knee in a game, and Steve Berline came in and ran off like 5 or 6 games in a row, and then Jimmy Johnson stuck with Steve Berline, I think maybe a game too long. But they talk about the famous dust up between him and Jerry Jones. You know what I came out with about that? What I came out with was both of those guys were just too much alike. Because they basically said the same thing. Now that could have been producing, but they basically said the same thing when they was looking back on it. And to Jerry Jones' credit, he said that he handled it wrong. He said he handled it wrong. But I'm gonna review each and every episode. Might as well, because it ain't too much else going on. But this is just my first initial thoughts about the documentary. Really good one, really good. Brought back a lot of memories, man. So that's pretty much all I gotta say about it. Purple out.